Welcome to another episode of the Journey Podcast. In today's episode, I'm sharing my philosophy for embracing your authentic self and taking your whole authentic self to work. And I'm also going to be sharing my practical steps to help you feel more comfortable and confident bringing your whole self to work. So enjoy the episode. Welcome to the Journey Podcast, hosted by me, Risa Kawamoto, and my pronouns are she and her. I'm a career and confidence coach and yoga teacher for introverts and aspiring leaders who want to feel more confident, get recognized for their hard work, and secure their next promotion or new role. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my insights and tips on how you can overcome fear of speaking up and feeling of inadequacy so that you can grow into the confident leader you aspire to be. I will also share the challenges, lessons, and breakthroughs from my own journey as an introvert and an immigrant woman of color, and how I learned to embrace my introversion. You will also hear from other introverted leaders from all walks of life, and together we explore their personal journeys, passions, and challenges that helped them grow, succeed, and live life to the full. This podcast is for quietly ambitious, passionate introverts who want to fall in love with their job again. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Journey Podcast. I am excited to talk about today's topic. What does it mean to bring your whole self to work? But first, I wanted to share why I decided to talk about this topic today. So, I delivered a lived experience session sharing my journey to my team last week as part of our new Equality, Diversity and Inclusion initiative. Launching a series of lived experience sessions was my idea because I really enjoyed these sessions delivered in the previous department that I was in. So I volunteered to deliver the very first session to kick off the series in my team. And my intention was to inspire others to share their lived experience as well. So we get to learn more about our colleagues and their lived experiences and create an inclusive environment in making each other feel more understood, more valued and appreciated, and also for colleagues to feel safer and more comfortable to bring their whole authentic self to work. So that was my intention for bringing this idea to my team. And it was my first time sharing my story in detail and sharing my true authentic self to colleagues at work. And I really got so nervous leading up to the session. I've never experienced my heart beating so fast. But luckily, I did a short somatic practice about 10 minutes before the session. And this somatic practice really helped me really calm the nerves and also connect with my passion and my why for doing this session. I am really pleased to say that it was a big success. I didn't know what to expect because it was something that we never done before in our team. But everyone was so engaging during the session, and I received so many lovely comments and feedback from my colleagues after the session. And their lovely comments and feedback was what really inspired me to do this episode. And it really made me reflect on what it means to bring my whole self to work. So, firstly, what does it actually mean to bring your whole self to work? According to many articles I found about this topic on the internet, the simple answer seems to be bring your whole self to work means to bring all aspects of yourself, including your values, passions, strengths, and vulnerabilities. So that was what came up on the internet when I was doing a quick research on this topic. And it's really great to see that many employers are starting to encourage their employees to bring their whole selves to work. I don't actually see employers sharing what that actually means and what that actually entails. If you have been listening to my podcast or following me on social media for a while, or if you read my newsletters, you know that I always talk about living your authentic self. And my philosophy is, which I don't really hear being said this way at all, is to be true to yourself and embody your authentic self without harming others and the planet. Everything you say and do have consequences. You want to be your authentic self, but not in a way that is harmful to others or the planet. And in the context of the workplace, bring your whole authentic self to work, but be mindful of your words, behaviors, and actions. It doesn't mean that you can make inappropriate comments that are harmful to others or behave in a way that is going to be harmful to others. And of course, you cannot 100% guarantee that your words, behaviors, and actions will not harm others or the planet 100% of the time, because we are all human and we are not perfect and we all make mistakes. But what is important is that we learn from our mistakes. So I would like to invite you to always remind yourself to not harm others and the planet as you embrace your authentic self, and instead embrace your whole authentic self in a way that will empower others to do the same. So that's one of the philosophies I wanted to share on this topic. Other philosophy I wanted to share, but I wanted to share a little bit of my journey first. I received a lovely comment after delivering my lived experience session, and one of them shared that they always thought I'm someone who is comfortable in my own skin. And that got me thinking how far I've come in this journey. I always struggled to bring my whole self to work throughout my early career as an introvert, and also as someone who really lacked confidence to speak up in meetings, to be myself and be comfortable in my own skin because of my lack of formal education, having no degrees, and being a foreigner in the UK, being an immigrant, as a woman of color. And it's only in the last few years that I finally started to feel more comfortable bringing my whole authentic self to work. And that is credit to my current teams, because I do feel a lot more comfortable embracing my authentic self in my current team, but also being part of the Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Working Group in my team was something that really helped me embrace my authentic self, because I want to lead by example and show others that it's okay to be yourself at the workplace. I shared this in my previous episode as well when I shared my 10 lessons I learned in my corporate career. My younger colleagues at work are also an inspiration to me, as they are, or at least in my opinion, they really embrace their authentic selves in the most beautiful way. I do still feel discomfort from time to time, but I always try to remember my why for wanting to bring my whole authentic self to work, and also connecting to my passion to educate others, leading by example, by being open and transparent about my introversion, my challenges and struggles, but also my passion, my values, and my philosophy. And my why and my passion is bigger than the fear and discomfort of embracing my whole authentic self at work and beyond. So, in my business and in my life in general. And if I want to change the culture of an organization or the industry, I need to lead a change. And I believe this is true leadership. If you are an aspiring leader, the chances are you also want to create and lead a change you want to see in the world. And I believe that leadership is about creating a positive ripple effect with your words, behaviors, and actions. So next time you do something, take a moment to step back, observe, and ask yourself, what positive ripple effect do I want to create within my team and organization with my words, behaviors, and actions? Okay, so that was my philosophies I wanted to share. So to recap, be true to yourself and embody your authentic self without harming others and the planet. Connect with your passion and your why for embracing your whole authentic self. And creating positive ripple effect with your words, behaviors, and actions. So you might be wondering, you might be inspired to share your authentic self at the workplace. But you might be wondering, how can I feel more comfortable and be more confident bringing my whole self to work and truly embrace and embody my whole authentic self? If you are finding it challenging to bring your whole authentic self to work, or if this topic brings up certain feelings and emotions, I would like to invite you to take a moment to really acknowledge that feeling and emotions you're experiencing right now. I fully acknowledge that it's not an easy thing to do, and it takes so much courage and bravery to be true to yourself and embrace your whole authentic self, especially at the workplace. So take a moment to acknowledge that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. In my one-to-one coaching with my clients, we always start by understanding and acknowledging their current experiences, feelings, and emotions. And in my opinion, and from my experience, this step often gets ignored or skipped in traditional coaching or workplace coaching. And they tend to jump straight into finding solutions and making changes. And I get it because we live in a society where people want quick fixes and want solutions like yesterday. And I completely understand that. I am a very impatient person myself when it comes to my own personal growth and development. And I always want things to happen quickly and want to feel better, like right now. But spending time to really understand and acknowledge your current experience, feelings, and emotions makes it easier to then explore and unpick what it is that you actually need in order to feel more comfortable and feel more confident to embrace your whole authentic self. So that's the first step you can take, is to really take some time to understand and acknowledge your current experience, feelings, and emotions around what it means to bring your whole authentic self to work. And then if you're working with me in one-to-one coaching, we would then be exploring what is currently working for you and what is not working for you. We would also explore your values, your passions, your strengths, and what is it that you want, or what is it that needs to change. And after all this exploration and unpicking, it might be that your values don't align with the organization you're working in. So the action step might be that you might want to start looking for a new job in the organization that really embrace employees bringing their whole authentic self to work. Or it may be that you feel strongly and passionately about changing the culture of an organization that you're in and you want to lead a change. So these are different ways that you can start thinking about how you can bring your authentic self to work. So I hope this got you thinking and inspired you to reflect on what it means to bring your whole authentic self to work. So whether you are already bringing your whole authentic self to work, or you're inspired to bring more of your whole authentic self to work, what action can you take right now in order to be true to yourself and share your whole authentic self at the workplace? I would love to hear from you, so let me know via DM on Instagram or LinkedIn. I'll put the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate and leave a review so we can reach as many people as possible. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode. If you are a passionate, aspiring leader who wants to be more confident and secure your next promotion or new role, but as an introvert, you find yourself having to present yourself as someone you are not and are struggling to progress in your career in what is mostly a corporate world that seems to celebrate and value extroverts, I would love to invite you to my one-to-one coaching program, Embody Your Authentic Self. Embody Your Authentic Self is a 6-month journey where you will develop the confidence to showcase your talents and skills, speak up in meetings, and ultimately feel more energized, motivated to progress in your career, and love your job once again. If this interests you, I'd love to invite you to schedule a discovery call with me. You can find the link in the show notes, and I really look forward to connecting with you.